O.F.I Judah.
Yo, GG, turn it up.
Holy Family Judah. All praise to the Most High. Thinking about my life and just how far I made it. Then remember that it wasn't me, my God is gracious. I had to study hard, I had to be tenacious. Dove deeper in His word and found that we His favorite. That's my God and I'd die before the heathens take it. My heritage is in the book, that's how I came to trace it.
All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahawashi. Who are we? We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come week in, week out to bring this truth to our brothers and sisters, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, that we are the true children of the book. And knowing this, there are things that are required of us. So what we do, Lord willing, is try to come and wake our brothers and sisters up, Lord willing. Let me get Deuteronomy 18, start at 13. And stop at 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verses 13 through 15. And they read, "Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God."
Hold on, what that say?
Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observers of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee to do so.
Be perfect in the Most High. Not like these nations that He's going to send us through to take over, to bring righteousness, to bring justice. Don't be like them.
Right.
They observe times. They're astrologers, astronomers, palm readers. They get into everything but the Most High. Don't be dismayed by what they dismayed by.
Right.
Because the Most High, our God, has not suffered us to do so. Read.
The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken.
The Most High always had a plan. Always maps it out. And always lets you know. So we gonna let you know the difference between faith and what you already should know. Let me get Exodus 4:1.
The book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 1, and it reads, "And Moses answered and said, But behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice. For they will say, The Lord hath not appeared unto thee."
Every so-called religion, that there is in this world is based on solely faith. Whoever discovered this religion wants you to believe it in pure faith. I went into a cave. I spoke with an angel. You wasn't there. Faith. Mormons. I found tablets buried in the field. Only I could decipher them. You didn't see it. Faith. Jehovah's Witness. I got a vision from Micah, the archangel. From this, that, the third. And only one person was chosen to be a watcher. You wasn't there. Faith. Now this is Moses speaking to the Most High God. And Moses also took a journey up to Mount Sinai and spoke to the burning bush. Nobody was there. So he's telling the Most High, read it again.
And Moses answered and said, but behold, they will not believe me.
They not going to believe me. I just came up the mountain and I talked to the bush. Read it one more time.
But behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice. For they will say, the Lord hath not appeared unto thee. And the Lord said unto him, what is it, Salakia? What is that in thy hand? And he said, a rod. And he said, cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it.
He's telling the Most High that they are not going to hearken to me. They're not going to believe me. Let me get Exodus 19, start at 9. They're not going to believe me. I came up to the mountain. I spoke to a bush.
The book of Exodus, chapter 19, verse 9, and it reads, and the Lord said unto Moses, lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever.
But look what the Most High told Moses. Okay, I got you. They're not going to believe you. They're not going to hearken to you. I hear you. Bring that out again.
Hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moses told the word of the people unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, go unto the people, and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes.
Go tell the people, get themselves together, wash their clothes, and we going to deal with this. Give me Deuteronomy 4. Start at 32.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 32. And it reads, Salaki. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 32, and it reads, for ask now of the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that God created man upon the earth, and ask from the one side of heaven unto the other, whether there hath been any such thing as this great thing is, or hath been heard like it.
He's talking to the children of Israel. Ask yourself in times past, has there been any God like this? What you have seen and what you have heard. 34.
Verse 34. Or hath God essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation, by temptations, by signs, and by wonders, and by war, and by a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, and by great terror, according to all that the Lord your God did for you in Egypt before your eyes.
All you seen, all you heard. This isn't by faith. This is by knowing. Read.
Unto thee it was shewed, that thou mightest know that the Lord, he is God. There is none else besides him.
Run that back one more time.
Unto thee it was shewed, that thou mightest know that the Lord, he is God. There is none else besides him.
It was shown to you that you should know that there is no God like me.
Right. No.
Everybody else's religion, anything that they come up with, that's why this isn't a religion. This isn't like anything anybody has ever seen. So that you may know that I am God and there's none like me. They knew. It wasn't a belief. Bring that out, King.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verses 4 through 7. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west, and that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Ain't no faith about that. There is no faith involved with that. The Most High has proven himself to be who he is.
Bring it out.
The Most High has shown his people who he is. What he does, what he's capable of, and what he's about. There's no faith involved with that.
Let them know, huh?
Let me get Deuteronomy 13, chapter 2. Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 2, and it reads, And the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee.
Shalakia, go up one verse.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your souls.
Shalakia. Now the Most High says the prophet be born among you, and he showeth signs. This is the key right here. And they come to pass. Letting you know that it's going to be some prophets, some speakers of speakers that say some things, and they actually happen. But bring that back again.
And the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them.
If it comes to pass, but he says this,
Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the word of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams, for the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
don't hearken unto that prophet that is not speaking, thus saith the Lord. He can show you signs and wonders and miracles and all those things. But if he's going contrary to what the Most High has already showed you, in the second verse, he has showed you, he has tested thee, that you know what he is about. And Moses said, he will raise up a prophet like unto me. So the program is already laid out, and the message should always be the same. So the message of the Bible should be according to what was brought out from the beginning. And when it comes from the Most High, it is something that you could count on and you should know. You don't have to have faith. It is going to come to pass. Now let's get into some of these scriptures of what the prophets are saying. Let me get Isaiah 11 and 10. Hold on, Shalak. Yeah, 11 and 10, Isaiah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 10, and it reads, "And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the isles of the sea."
Now the prophet is saying through the power and the words of the Most High that it's going to be a root out of Jesse, that his people will set up an ensign. This is the coming of the kingdom. This is what has been preached since the beginning. Let me get 42 and 1. Come. What's going on, brother? You got a moment for the word? You got a minute for the word, brother? You believe in the Bible? Will you know your nationality according to the Bible? Just holler at me when you come out, man. Come.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 1, and it reads, "Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, and whom my soul delighteth. I have put..."
Hey, Mark, come here for a second, bro.
"I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles."
This is what's been saying from the beginning. He said he will put his judgment before the Gentiles. What's going on, King? Huh? How you doing today? What's your nationality, Mark? You a what? You a Hebrew? What else you know about being a Hebrew? You say it again? Nothing that what? Right. Did you check into it? Oh, so, I mean, how you feel? You want to know some more stuff? You want to get deeper into it with your brother? Why not? What you doing right now? You still, I know all that? Did you get a flight? Did you give him a flyer and all that good stuff? African American is two white people. Leo Scipiano Africanus. He conquered Africa. So then they named it after this white dude. This is Amerigo Vespucci. They named American after this white dude. Right here. The 12 tribes of Israel.
You really got to go deeper than Hebrew. Israelites. The tribe of Judah.
All praises. Now, when you say you're African American, you claiming him and him as your forefather. When you claim black, can you go buy a plane ticket to black right now? Why not? You got money, big dog. Can you go there? It don't. Hey, so why would you call yourself something? You know what I'm saying? So as a people, right? You can look at everybody else in the world. No, I ain't got no lighter, bro. We don't smoke, man. We ain't defiling our temple right here. You only, but, right, but listen though, you making me throwing me off my little. Boom! If you ask this lady in his store, like if you sent her home, where would she go? She would go to China, cause she's from China. You ain't got no place to go home to, right? So you don't got no history, right? Right? Now I know you don't trust the white man. You don't, but especially the white man. Why not? Because he all praise. But he the one set up the public school system to educate our kids. I'm telling you. Because historically who built this country? Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? I know, but this is not a religion. This is a history. You don't say that the Egyptians' culture and everything is a religion. You say it's their culture. The Hawaiians, you don't say it's a religion to hula dance. No, that's their culture. So when I'm telling you out the Bible, it's not a religion. It's a culture, and it's yours. And it's been hidden from you, just like they hid everything else from you. It's been hidden from you, bro. So now when we go into the Bible, give me No, we're not trying to get believers. We're trying to rebuild a nation and get set in our land where we can be kings and where we can be rulers, where we can have that eternal life that Christ talks about. Because eternal life is going to be everlasting through you, through your seed, through your seed, through your seed. We ain't never going to be under subjection no more. Your life is going to be eternal.
Right.
We don't have that right now. We wake up and we don't know what's going to be what. But Esau, it could be 5 in the morning and you riding through Ottawa Hills, you'll see them. They got time for that. We ain't got time for that. Why? Because we in captivity. True indeed. But some people live day to day. And we can't just think. Individual success have us not looking at our brothers. You feel me? Because if I did it, they could do it. Exactly. So listen though, this is all pre-planned and pre-destined. Give me Psalms 83. Is it 83 and 1? Yeah, but we need you too. But we need you too. We need you too. The Most High needs you. But this right here, you familiar with the United Nations, right? You have well, it's called the UN, the government. They get together. It's a round table. It's a round table, right? Where they go and where they decide things about the world, which black don't have no seat there. But this is United Nations meeting in the Bible.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Now, tumult means they getting stirred up. They getting ramped up. They making noise.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
His people, thy hidden ones, that's us.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
What they say?
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
You see that right now. You saying you're African American. You saying you black. This stuff is hidden from us. This stuff is planned. Because we the greatest people at the bottom. And to keep us where we at, they come up with this crafty counsel to devise this plan so we don't get our rightful spot. So this is what we do, come out here, rain, cold, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I use, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do. You feel me? But it's a different story now because I'd rather be a king. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it out.
All like what? You can't be, listen, a king is a righteous man. So anything you slide to unrighteousness, so you got to define all when you say all. Why you leaving? oh, oh, praise. We our own. We O.F.I. We our own thing in Toledo. No. No. But they are brothers though. They are brothers though. You got any other questions? Huh? All praises. That's why I was trying to tell the brother, we trying to build a nation.
We are his chosen people.
All praises.
We are his chosen people.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Facts.
If people don't understand that, that's the reason why they shoot us down in the streets.
All praises.
Everybody doing all this stuff to us, all this wicked stuff.
Yeah, we just read it. Psalms 83. At Crafty Council. Let me get Isaiah 42 and 6.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 6, and it reads, I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness.
The Lord called us into what?
In righteousness, and will hold thy hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles.
We that chosen people. We're the chosen people, and this is the reason why they're trying to keep us on the bottom. And it's also the reason why they're going to be destroyed. That's a hell of a catch-22. But if they would have hearkened and realized who he was and took their place, they'd have been all right. They'll be serving us. And when we try to keep everything biblical, we are the chosen people, and Christ himself came, who also is an Israelite, came for his people. And let me get Hebrews 9 and 15.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 15, and it reads, and for this cause he is the mediator of the New Testament, that by means of death for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament, they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance.
That's us. That's the Israelites.
Right.
This is telling you who Christ came for. Bring this out again.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 9, verse 15, and it reads, and for this cause he is the mediator of the New Testament, that by means of death for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first testament, they which are called might receive the promise of eternal inheritance.
Right.
That we might receive the promise of eternal inheritance. Give me Acts 26 and 22.
Brothers, keep up a blessed day, brothers. Shalom.
And another key thing, some people run it out in here, the New Testament, Shalom King, which is the New Covenant. They don't see right after that, for them, that was that was under the first one. They don't be catching that. You know what I'm saying? If you catch that, you hear this is the New Testament. For them, that was under the first testament.
Ain't no grafted in. Yeah,
Ain't no grafted in. They only hear what they want to hear.
The book of Acts, chapter 26, verse 22, and it reads, having therefore obtained help of God, I continue unto this day, witnessing both to small and great, saying none other things than those which the prophets and Moses did say should come.
Now this is Paul. Paul just told you he's only saying what the law and the prophets said would come. Now we just read that Christ came for those that were under the Old Testament, the First Testament, and he's the mediator of the New Testament. But that belongs to those that were under the First Testament. And Paul said he agrees with what the law and the prophets said